Catch caught, bitch.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, alright. Now that we got that weird intro out of the way, we can finally start the video in like 2 or 3 minutes. But yes, I'm making this video because I want to know if playing a hard game makes you better at other video games. And I think everybody would agree with me when I say Elden Ring is a difficult game, or it can be a difficult game because, well, you can make this game really easy and it could be very difficult. But right now I am currently trying to beat the game without using any spells, any buffs, nothing like that, and I'm trying to use a very weak weapon, you know, a freaking stick. If I could beat the game as a caveman. But that's a video for another day. Yeah. So to test my little theory, we're going to be playing 2 games. One, a game that I've played before, and then a game that I've never played before. The first game we're going to be playing is Jedi Survivor. In that game, there's a boss fight against this guy named Ravis. And when I played that game, Ravis was extremely difficult. I had a lot of trouble with him and I had to turn down the difficulty in order to beat that boss. If you do look at some Reddit forums, people will say Ravis might be the hardest boss in the game. And after that, there is Black Myth Wukong. I just got that game. I got a PC that can run it, and I decided to verse the Tiger Vanguard. You can call this guy a whole bunch of stuff. He reminds me of the dude from Madagascar. Madagascar 3, yeah. But yeah, we're going to be fighting that guy because that guy gave a lot of people trouble. We're going to see, like, hey, if I apply the same principles to Elden Ring, can I beat this guy? I did not watch a guide, but I did check YouTube, and there are some guides with like 100,000 views on how to beat this guy. So like a lot of people do have trouble against him. He was like the 2nd or 3rd major boss I encountered, but I remember seeing a lot of videos of him from the time the game came out. So that's why I decided, you know what, let me verse this guy. So we're going to be going back to fight Ravis, a boss that I sucked at in the past, and we're going to fight a new boss from Black Myth, somebody I've not fought before. We're going to see how it goes, how many tries it takes, and yeah, let's go.
Fancy running, do ya?
今天即是玄武里，大圣天蓬造虎旗。
Alright, so you guys saw the fight. I'm just gonna tell you like what was going through my mind. It took me about 11 tries to beat the boss. The first 10 tries, I was just trying to learn the boss's moveset. And one thing I noticed is if I kept applying continuous pressure, the boss was more consistent and kind of doing like the same moves. And that same principle applies in Elden Ring as well. A lot of people like to run away from the boss, but I'm, just go straight at it. And that way the boss is more consistent and, that's less moves to memorize. And yeah, I was able to almost no hit that boss. Well, no, I did get hit, but I didn't have to use heals or anything, and I beat the boss in like 11 tries. So not bad, but maybe that boss is really easy to beat. But I did see online a lot of people were struggling to beat it, so that's why I decided to include him in the video. But now we're going to move on to Ravus.
That will do. Come at me again. Oh, come on. I demand I have enough. I yield. You have proven yourself.
Alright, so that was Ravis. In case you guys did not notice, right now I'm not happy because I just realized that the Ravis fight was not even on max difficulty. You saw how aggressive Ravis was, and apparently the boss fight is even harder. I turned down the difficulty by 1 level so that I can get to the boss fight faster, and when I got to the boss fight I forgot to turn it off, which kind of defeats the purpose of this video. I don't know, kinda in a way. But basically, if I turned up the difficulty, the parry timing is it's a lot less, and Ravis just does a bit more damage. Basically that's the major difference, but I didn't have to use any heals. I think he only hit me like 4 or 3 times. I was trying to no-hit the boss. It took me around, I can't really remember off my head, but I think around 15 tries to, you know, perform like that. And yeah, unfortunately it was not on the hardest difficulty. I forgot to, you know, turn it back up to Grandmaster when I got to the boss fight. But compared to, you know, the last time I fought Ravis, you know, for the first time, the difference was night and day. So I will say that, you know, mastering Elden Ring, you know, beating Melania, beating Radon, Bale, all the hard bosses has helped me become, you know, better at other story-based games where you fight. So I will say, at the end of the day, playing hard games does help you. So, goodbye.